one fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll give to Hall. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Breece Hall. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 7-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the
attack and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now this throw caught left side.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll run with Dobbins.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Hall on to give up the middle.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And check down, complete to Hall.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
On second down, it's Drake.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Jackson.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson
complete to Likely on the out route.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. They will find Davis. That's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Prescott. This is caught by Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Now Prescott. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll throw again. Prescott. He'll buy some time right. It's Williams on the catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Excellent job on the keeper, 20 yards and a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Up the middle they go with Drake. He will push his way down to about the 14. tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 34. Tucker's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott.
Throws out left, it's caught by Williams.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 44, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
To throw, Prescott.
They'll roll him out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Dak.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Ravens are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He's going to let it fly, and that will be incomplete. You've tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield,
touchdown, Cowboys. Jamison Williams, 42 yards. Now for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they... Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson from a yard out. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3... Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Prescott rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Rolling to his left.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're